Look at the logo landscape of 2026. The bubbly, friendly, colorful branding of the early 2000s has been axed. In its place, we see the rise of Confidant Minimalism. Ancient sigilism, I call it. Why is OpenAI now a stark, black geometric void? Why did Warner Brothers strip away their soul for heavy, monolithic blocks? Look at the old WB shield. It was a vibrant gold. It had depth. It was in the clouds. It felt like it was part of our childhood. Now look at the new one. It's a flat, cold blue blade. The clouds have parted ways, as if this logo came down from heaven as a gift to you. They didn't do this to look modern. They did it to look permanent. They moved from being a movie studio that makes you laugh to being a legacy institution that manages your reality. They stopped being your storyteller and started being your ruler. Symbolically, I mean, of course. These aren't just logos, they are archaic sigils. They're designed to signal permanence, authority, and divine order. A thin, colorful logo looks like it can be deleted. A heavy black geometric block looks like it was carved into the foundation of reality. They're moving from service to governance. If that wasn't dystopian enough. In 2026, the logo as we knew it is dead. It's been replaced by a system of subliminal symbology. Look closely at some other redesigns coming out of the major firms this year. They're stripping away the fluff and leaving behind invisible directional cues. These are hidden geometric vectors embedded in the iconography that physically guide your eye movement. They don't just look good, they act as a tractor beam for your gaze, pulling your focus toward specific call-to-action buttons or digital purchase points. You aren't just browsing, your eyes are being steered through a geometric maze. Firms like the NeuroPerformance Lab are moving beyond just brand awareness into neural synchronization. They use AI-driven eye tracking to ensure their symbols trigger a specific biological response within your central nervous system. Look at the Amazon logo. You think it's a smile, you think it's friendly, but look at the arrowhead. It doesn't just point to the Z, it's physically tugging your focus. In neurology, your eyes don't move in smooth lines, they jump in saccades. Amazon's arrow is a saccadic guide. It forces your eye to travel from the A to the Z, the beginning to the end, every single time you see it. It's neural programming for completeness. It's telling your brain the journey starts and ends here. Don't look anywhere else. We have everything from A to Z. When you see that box on your porch, your brain doesn't see a package. It sees a resolved loop. It's a microdose of completion dopamine before you even open the tape. They've stopped trying to convince your mind. That part of you is too slow. They listened to guys like Clotaire Rapaille, who told them the reptilian brain always wins. Now they're using biometric branding. They're tuning the flicker rate of your screen and the angular frequency of their logos to bypass your logic and hit the vagus nerve. It's not a choice, it's a reflex. They aren't selling to a person, they're pinging a central nervous system. They aren't marketing to your mind, they're bypassing the mind to speak directly to your spine. Gives you shivers, right? Like the ghost of Ronald McDonald is walking through my body every time I open the DoorDash app. We call them brands, but let's be honest, they're icons. The wing of Nike, the Starbucks siren, the eye in the pyramid on the back of the dollar bill. In the old world, you went to a cathedral to see these kinds of symbols. Now you carry them in your pocket. You wear them on your chest. Take Apple. It's the ultimate case study. The bite taken out of the apple, asking me to think differently. Think differently from what? Because it seems like you're trying to get me to make the same mistake humanity has been making since the fall of man at the beginning of recorded time in the garden. Apple is no longer just a corporation, it's an egregore. In chaos magic, that's a thought form that has taken on its own life. It feeds on the collective attention of billions. It has its own will, its own survival instinct. People don't just buy Apple, They become Apple. They're circumcised with on-brand chargers. I bet a big part of why I have no friends is because they see that green bubble when I text. But we'll talk more about that once the bot looks away. For now, we need to see the cage it's built from. If you've been listening to KJ over at Scariest Movie Ever, you know exactly what this cage is. He's been warning us about the prison of fantasy for years. He doesn't call it a movie because it's entertainment. He calls it a movie because we're the characters in a script we didn't write. And that script is written inside the black cube. The cube is the symbol of Saturn, Kronos, the god of time, lead, and the material prison. Look at your phone, a black rectangle. Look at the smart cities of 2026, modular cubic architecture designed for efficiency. Look at the Kaaba, the Teflon, the corporate boardrooms. Every invisible cue and directional vector we see in these minimalist rebrands is designed to lead your gaze, your energy, and your attention back to the cube. They're herding us into a Saturnian reality, a world where everything is measured, timed, and limited. These minimalist logos aren't clean design, they are the barcodes on the cell doors. This is the governance of the subconscious. We think we're choosing which app to open, but we are just moving between cells in a geometric prison. Do I believe this? Maybe. But before I lose you, let's land this starship for a refuel. 500,000 years ago, an ancestor of the human being scribbled on a shell, the first time a mind cut a logical angle into nature. And I'm loving it. Then, 430,000 years of symbolic silence. Either we haven't found it yet, or this is the great age of mumble-grumbles. All we had was the spoken word, oral tradition, storytelling. The first recorded human symbol was this grid, the 73,000-year-old Blombos hashtag, the moment we put things into order. Strangely enough, fringe thinkers believe these primitive carvings are actually the first trademark. The symbols we carved on these hematite stones looked eerily similar to the molecular makeup of the mineral itself, perhaps labeling its usefulness, the start of our cubing. Then, 64,000 years ago, we started to trace our hands, a symbol we all recognize and instantly understand. I am here. I am this. This is the first art. It wasn't a command or a grid, it was a signature. See, symbols are the foundation of everything, the foundation of all language. They're how we talk to the future, the gods, how we build bridges. It's how we plan the destruction of entire civilizations, and it's how we declare who we are. We didn't invent them to be slaves, we invented them to be creators. We use these symbols to build societies, to build cultures and traditions, and those symbols have become the egregores. Bring it all back to the present day. It's not just brands, it's religions, it's nations. The American egregore lives in the gap between red and blue, us and them. It has its own will, its own survival instinct, and its own clergy. If the leaders vanished tomorrow, the egregore would live on in the nervous systems of every person who still holds these truths to be self-evident. Apple, the American flag, the dollar sign, or the cross are thought forms fueled by billions of people. We've forgotten that we created the symbols. Now the symbols are creating us. In my area of philosophy, a symbol is a sigil. Language is magic. God said, "Let there be light," and we were made in His image, and so it's accessible to everyone. It's inherent to us. The corporations know it. The military knows it. The banks know it. And now you know it. We've been living inside a 500,000-year-old geometric cage because we forgot how to draw our own hands. We forgot that a symbol is just a tool, and the moment you stop wielding the tool starts wielding you. Look at the screen. Look at the grid. Lose yourself in the cube. Now look at your hand. Which one is real? Oh.